Paramadvaitavataराय ज्योतिस्तंभस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रदाताय नित्यानन्देश्वररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मूलप्रकृतिरूपाय परमशिव शक्ति स्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् दण्डत्रिशूलहस्ताय कालकालस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् आदिपूज्याय देवाय सकृत्पूर्णत्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सर्वाभयविनाशकाय शत्रुसंहाररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् योगपट्टाभिषिक्ताय राजसन्न्यासधारिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सार्वभौमैकपत्याय राजराजार्चिताय च श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं कल्पवृक्षाय मङ्गलं ज्ञानदायिने परमशिवाय श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वराय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं श्रीविद्याम्बायै मङ्गलं कामदायिन्यै सर्वमङ्गलदात्रे नित्यानन्देश्वर्यै मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं गुरुदेवाय मोक्षमूलाय मङ्गलम् परमावताराय नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मङ्गलम् हरि ओम् तत्सत् सर्वं भगवत् श्री नित्यानन्द परमशिव पादुकार्पणमस्तु ओम नित्यानन्दम्।
சிவம் என்றே முந்த முதல் ஞானமே உலகெல்லாம் உணர்ந்த ஒரு நாமமே ஓ நித்யானந்த அனைத்துமாய் நின்ற அக்னி ஸ்வரூபமே கைலையில் அமர்ந்து அரசாழ்பவன் இவனே சர்வலோகமும் பணியும் பிரணவ சிவனே ஆணவத்தை அழித்தே கண்மக்கதை உடைத்தே பசுபதி இவனே பாசமறுப்பானே சடாமுடியில் கங்கை சூடும் கங்காதரா பிரளய தாளத்தில் ஆடும் பிரசண்ட பைரவா நஞ்சினை உண்டு நல்லமுதம் தருணீல கண்டேஸ்வரா சிவமாய் வந்த என் சத்குரு நாதனே தட்சிணாமூர்த்தியாய் மௌனத்தில் ஆழ்வாய் கர்ம பந்தங்களை நொடியில் கரைப்பாய் மாயையின் மாநகர் உன் வீழுமே வீரம் வேண்டாம் உன் இருப்பே போதுமே சிவமே நாத ஓங்காரமாய் ஒலிக்க சர்வலோகமும் உன் அடிப்பணியே வடிவங்கள் பலவாகி பெயரோ ஒன்றாகி ஓ நித்யானந்தா என் குருவே நித்யானந்தா அண்ணாமலையே சரணம் சரணம் ஆரமுதே சரணம் சரணம் சிவா காக்க வந்தோனே யோகம் ஞானம் பக்தி தந்து உய்த்தோனே பஞ்சகீர்த்தியம் செய்யும் பரம கருணையே வேதம் சொன்ன பரமசிவன் இவனே கண்கண்ட தெய்வமாய் காட்சி தந்தோனே மெய்கண்ட நித்யானந்த பராபரமே சத்திய வடிவாம் சிவகுருநாதா வெற்றிடமெங்கும் விரிந்தநாதா வேண்டி உன்னையே சரணடைந்தோம் நாதா நித்யானந்த நாதா உன்னை தேடி அலைந்தேன் நாதா உள்ளே நீயே இருந்தாய் நாதா உண்மை காட்டிய குருவே நாதா உயிரின் உயிரே உன்னையே சரணம் நாதா நாதா நித்யானந்த நாதா 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 நித்யானந்த நாதா சரணம் சரணம் உன் பதமே சரணம் 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 உன் பதமே சரணம் மீனாட்சி சொக்கனே நித்யானந்தனே மீனாட்சி சொக்கனே நித்யானந்தனே மீனாட்சி சொக்கனே நித்யானந்தனே மதுரையின் மன்னவனே பரமசிவனே மதுரையின் மன்னவனே பரமசிவனே மீனாட்சி சொக்கனே நித்யானந்தனே மீனாட்சி சொக்கனே நித்யானந்தனே மீனாட்சி சொக்கனே நித்யானந்தனே
நித்யானந்தாடிடையா செல்லச்சீமானுக்கு சிங்கார ஊஞ்சல் ஞான குறிஞ்சிக்கு ஞான பொன்னூஞ்சல் வெண்ணிலவுக்கு வெண்பட்டு ஊஞ்சல் கண்ணின் மணிக்கு கண்ணான ஊஞ்சல் நித்யானந்தமாய் ஆடிடையா நித்யானந்தாடிடையா நித்யானந்தமாய் ஆடிடையா நித்யானந்தாடிடையா தேக்கு உடலுக்கு தேக்கு ஊஞ்சல் மணக்கும் சொல்லுக்கு சந்தன ஊஞ்சல் வார்த்தைகள் ஒத்த மேங்க ஊஞ்சல் செய்திட எமக்கு இச்சையா நித்யானந்தமாய் ஆடிடையா
the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyanaanda Paramashivamam. Let us all take a few minutes to invite all our friends, family, and near and dear ones to participate and enjoy the darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. This live darshan is being streamed across several platforms. Kailasa has the world's largest digital nation and digital assets in over 11,000 plus handles. The first and foremost that we are going to be looking at for sharing is YouTube. So all of you can head over to YouTube and search for Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, please take a few moments to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell button to make sure that you are notified every live that happens. Then once you do that, you can go over to the live that is currently going on. Under the live, make sure that you like the live. You can share the live with as many people as possible. And you can also post your prayers under the comment section. You can post your prayer requests, your questions, your doubts, whatever is that you would like the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyanaanda Paramashivamam, to bless you with, go ahead and post it there. So take a few moments to go over to the official YouTube channel of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and post your comments.
The next platform is Instagram. All of us can now head over to Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda, the Instagram handle. You can also search for Sri Nithyananda and head over to the Instagram platform of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And then you can click on the live by clicking on the profile picture of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to watch the live and post your comments over there, your prayer requests, whatever you want to request the blessings for. You can post your prayers over there and click on the like button, and also you can share it with all your friends and family.
The next we are going to be looking at is going to be X, formerly Twitter. Every one of you can go over to the X handle and you can search for @Sri Nithyananda, which is the official X handle of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Once again there, make sure that you are following the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and the top pinned tweet will actually be the live of today's darshan. And there you can go over, retweet it, share it, and post your comments under the live. You can use the hashtag #AskTheAvatar, and request your prayers, your questions, and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism will directly be blessing you with your requests.
The next platform is Facebook. All of us can head over to Kailasa's SPH JGM Nithyananda Paramashivamam, the Facebook page, and you can click on the live video that is going on. That will be the first post you will see on top when you enter the Facebook page. And click on the like button, and then you can also follow the Facebook page and post your comments and prayer requests that you want to request directly from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And also make sure to share the live with all your friends and family.
Take a few moments to do this across all of your different handles such as WhatsApp, Telegram, any other means of communication that you use, and invite every single person to join the darshan. We are now going to be entering into the next segment of today's darshan, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyanaanda Paramashivamam, has given each and every one of us Hindus around the world to voice our right for what belongs to us, taking decisions on important Hindu matters and the matters around the world that can be governed by Hindu solutions. Let's take a few moments to look at today's topic for voting.
Across the world, peace is being challenged by war, but also by economic confrontation, misinformation, and growing social polarization. The World Economic Forum's Global Risks Report 2026 identifies these forces among the most serious short-term threats facing humanity. They weaken trust, divide communities, and make cooperation between people and nations increasingly difficult. The SPH, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivamam, offers a deeper and lasting approach. Peace must begin within the individual. When the inner conflict reduces, our words, decisions, relationships, and institutions naturally become more peaceful. Through Kailasa's Saffron Om and Minutes for Peace initiatives, collective meditation has transformed global civic offering. More than 4.3 billion minutes of meditation have been contributed by participants across over 200 countries. Our united consciousness in creating peace. through satsangs, completion, unclutching, yoga, meditation, Nithyananda EV, digital platforms, and global Kailasa communities, these sciences are already accessible to people worldwide. Let us create peace not only through negotiation, but through transformed human consciousness.
Let us all now look at today's topic for the votes. The World Economic Forum's Global Risk Report 2026 identifies geo-economic confrontation, misinformation, and disinformation. It also recognizes the social polarization as the 3 highest ranked short-term global risks. These interconnected threats weaken trust, divide communities, disrupt cooperation between nations, and increase the possibility that social and economic disagreements escalate into lasting conflicts. Sustainable peace, therefore, requires not only diplomatic negotiation, but also the approach that addresses the fear, hostility, and division operating within individuals and communities.
The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyānanda Paramaṣivam, teaches that world peace begins when individuals take responsibility for establishing peace within themselves and radiating it through their families, communities, and societies. Through Kailasa's Saffron Om and Minutes for Peace initiatives, Kailasa, collective meditation, and the science of completion, yoga, oneness, and trained religious peacekeepers have been made available as practical approaches to peace building. An official Kailasa proclamation records more than 4.3 billion peace minutes since 2012, demonstrating the large-scale possibility of collective consciousness-based action for world peace.
For all the Chitsabha members, the question for every one of you is that which policy should Kailasa prioritize for establishing consciousness-based peace as a global civic principle? The options that are there, option number 1 is that recognize collective meditation as a civic peace-building practice. Option number 2 is combine inner transformation with diplomatic conflict resolution. Option number 3 is that establish dharmic standards for truthful and non-divisive communication. And number 4 is integrate oneness and non-violence into leadership frameworks. Each and every one of you from the Chitsabha Parliament can take a few moments to choose which do you think of these 4 options are the most important, and you can cast your vote. Head over to kailasa.org/Hindu-votes and you can cast your vote.
Next is the Kailasa Rajya Sabha members of parliament. Which action should Kailasa prioritize to expand Saffron Om and Minutes for Peace globally? The 4 options are: launch coordinated daily multilingual Minutes for Peace sessions. Option 2, train community peacekeepers in meditation and completion. Option 3, broadcast guided peace practices through Kailasa's digital platforms. And option 4 is deploy measurable peace programs in temples, schools, and communities. Now, all the Rajya Sabha members of parliament can go ahead to kailasa.org/Hindu-votes to cast your votes for whichever option you feel is the most appropriate one.
With this, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining for today's Darshan. Let us all continue to enjoy the divine Darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Thank you, everybody. Nityananda.
அருணி மகிழ்ந்தாடும் காட்சியை காணுதற்கே நித்யானந்தமயாடிடையா நித்யானந்தாடிடையா நித்யானந்தமயாடிடையா நித்யானந்தாடிடையா கண்ணனின் லீலைகள் யாரறிவார் நந்தனின் லீலைகள் யாரறிவார் ஆனந்தனே இது உன் திருவிளையாடல் பக்தருக்கும் இது ஆனந்த கூத்தாடல் நித்யானந்தமயாடிடையா நித்யானந்தா
as the ultimate manifestation of Paramashiva, Keshavarthamurti, I bless you all with Paramādvaita. All the Paramashiva Sena program participants from Tiruvannāmalai, Guinea-Bissau, and Guinea-Bissau, Chitsabha members, Rajasabha members, Kailasavasis, and all the e-citizens, viewers, visitors who are joining with us through the internet and internet. I welcome each and every one of you with my love and blessings. Volunteers in Guinea-Bissau, Ma Vani Koyal, Ma Jnanapriya, Ma Gurucharana, Ma Pinglu, Ma Zhang Ying, and Ma Agorini. Volunteers in Tiruvannamalai, Pratap, Shivarudra Bhairava, Vignesh, blessings for every one of you. Today, I infuse and awaken abundance in all the PSS participants. As Keshavartha Murti, I bless every one of you. All those children running around in the PSS hall, blessings to all you guys. Dayami, keep the candy, the usual chickpea candy I give for the kids. Keep the candy near my padukas and give for the kids every day during darshan. All kids should be given every day lots of chickpea candies as I usually give. I may get it today and give for all the kids every day during the darshan. You don't know the power of the prasadam you receive from Guru. I used to go to Annamalai Swamigal only for the candy prasadam he gives. By giving the candy, slowly started giving me the brain candy. Then he gave the ultimate super conscious candy, enlightenment to me. To understand, never underestimate the power of prasadam. Even in Guinea-Bissau and Tiruvannamalai, you have to get the exact brand which I used to give for the kids and keep near the padukas and give for all the kids. Tiruvannamalai, get that same table in which I used to keep and give and keep it next to the Singhasan and give for the kids during everyday darshan. Now, listen. Paramashiva's direct message from MahaKailasa. Your reality is not what is. It is what your antakarana, your manas, buddhi, and ahamkara allows you to perceive. Listen. Your reality is not what is. It is what your antakarana, your manas, buddhi, and ahamkara allows you to perceive. Change the inner instrument, antakarana. It will simply change your world. You will simply change your world. The past satsang, I elaborately revealed the truths about the power of grahana just any concept and reality as it is. Listen. Listen, you don't experience reality. You experience the reality your nervous system is capable of receiving. Two people can experience the same event and have two totally different reactions. I'm telling you. In the last satsang, I spoke about this giving the original Sanskrit versus Shastra Pramanas for the every Atma Pramana I am revealing. And I also told many of you shut down when I give the original Sanskrit verse and give the original, the exact meaning, and then demystify, reveal the deeper secrets embedded in that from my Atma Pramana. Listen, one side I receive the messages from people like who are just interested only in entertainment. Oh, too many Sanskrit things you are quoting. If we don't understand for it, then whom are you talking? That kind of comment. But from another very sincere, serious seekers, very sincere seekers, from them I get emails and messages continuously saying, Swamiji, this is the best thing you are doing which nobody else has done. All those who have Atma Pramana, enlightenment, or those who claim they have Atma Pramana, all of them try to discard from there they slip into aversion to Sanatana. From there they slip into light hatred to Sanatana. Then from there they slip into anti-Sanatana Hindu ecosystem. I tell you, not only they become anti-Sanatana Hindu ecosystem, when people lose the trust on that master, or that master is gone to continuously respond and answer to the questions of the disciples, whether he is physically gone or people lose trust on him, during both instances, the whole structure collapses. That is why just study last 200 years of all spiritual missions. The great spiritual revolutions are the missions, movements happened. Start from theosophical society or Brahmo Samaj, study thoroughly last 200 years all the missions and movements from Bhagavan Swaminarayan's movement, then Brahma Samaj, the Anipesant Theosophy Society, and Ramakrishna Mission, then ISKCON, then Osho, then Paramahansa. Just see all those movements. Listen, mark my words. Only those gurus which incorporated Shastra Pramana along with Atma Pramana stood the test of time and survived more than 100 years. I am making this statement, very bold statement. No exemption. Any movement, organization, Sangha, Pita built only on Atma Pramana just fizzles out. Atma Pramana of the Guru, then slowly it fizzles out. Especially when there is an attack on that Guru, his character assassination, or that Guru leaves the body, the whole thing collapses and fizzles out. But all those Gurus who always brought not just their Atma Pramana, Shastra Pramana also survived more than 100 years. The next level is all those Gurus who brought their Atma Pramana, Shastra Pramana and Apta Pramana. Apta Pramana means unbroken Guru Parampara, Avichinna Guru Parampara, and the expertise developed by the Avichinna Guru Parampara to achieve enlightenment or to transmit enlightenment. All those who have this third one also not only survive more than 100 years, they flourish. They flourish. They flourish. They became the living stream of enlightenment like Ganga. They flow into the human civilization and make millions enlightened. That is why I always, not only I myself practice, I insist any of the yoga, Vedanta, enlightenment, Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma related inner sciences, gurus, teachers, acharyas. If you want your legacy to be there forever, to help the humanity for which you are pouring your life, and all those disciples who trusted you and came to you, they are all pouring their labor, time, treasure, talent, life, everything, and you are all building something great. Make sure it is not just concrete, It is reinforced concrete. And it is not difficult, especially in the age of AI. Any great experience, Atma Pramana you have, type it in the AI will give you the Shastra Pramana. That is why I created this as Nithyananda. So all gurus, I request all of you sincerely to inculcate Shastra Pramana, the original Sanskrit verses and the Sanskrit technical terms when you reveal your Atma Pramana, your personal experiences. I tell you, you don't need to give a credit to me or my As Nithyananda AI. No, I'm not interested. Use it. So, all the hard work you are all putting, you and your disciples are putting and building, will stand forever and continue to be a living stream of enlightenment for the generations to come and be a powerful, living, enlightened manifestation of Sanatana Hindu civilization, Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Understand, I have a high respect, great respect and reverence for Bhagavan Sri Osho. Listen, all his Hindi discourses, if you listen, he will never miss the original Shastra Pramana and the original words, the technical terms. If you listen to Gita or Bhagavad Gita, all his Patanjali Yoga Sutra is original discourses in Hindi. That Shastra Pramanas were kept alive. But unfortunately, when it became global, the elimination of the Shastra Pramanas slowly in original Sanskrit led to many side effects and after effects, which I don't want to talk right now. But I tell you, all those gurus who are working so hard to create an enlightened ecosystem, to transmit this enlightenment experience for the future generations, my humble request to all of you, always keep Shastra Pramana along with your Atma Pramana. I tell you, the ecosystems built just on Atma Pramana are like a concrete structure. Ecosystems built with Atma Pramana and Shastra Pramana, original scriptural verses and references, is like a reinforced concrete, RCC structure. The spiritual enlightenment ecosystems built on Atma Pramana and Shastra Pramana and Apta Pramana, the Avichinna Guru Parampara, is like a stone structure, will stand forever and continue to give enlightenment for everyone. So all the time your disciples are putting the time, treasure, talent, everything you are putting and creating something beautiful will stand forever. And I tell you, all Hindu gurus, your success is the success of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. And only through the success of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, we are going to protect the world, protect the humanity, protect the human civilization. Anything good to humanity can come out of only through the living Sanatana Hindu civilizational ecosystems. Because now I set the trend, even my direct followers or indirect followers, all of them start adopting the same trend. I have multi-level followers, direct followers, like a direct disciple who directly take my name with a pride that I am the disciple of Swamiji, I am the follower of Swamiji. And there is a next level who follow privately, like watching the social media satsangs in YouTube, Facebook, or reading books and living, enriching their personal life and receiving the experience and doing sadhana, that level. There is a next level. To take all the ideas and the truths I reveal, knowledge I reveal, and use it in their own way for whatever purpose, sometimes commercial, sometimes just to teach, just to spread, whatever. There is another level to take all the ideas and the teachings and but spread hatred on me so that the public does not recognize, public won't find out I am the original source. But I tell you, I am not the original source. Shastras are the original source. I have only one thing, Atma Pramana, my enlightenment experience. With that, I demystify, decode the original Shastras and reveal. Otherwise, the original source of knowledge is Veda Agamas. I only make that into a content which can directly help you to get enlightened. Anyhow, I have all different levels of followers. I have seen all of them. But I tell you, all those gurus who are building only with their Atma Pramana, be very clear, you will become just a dead relic within 100 years. Just see 200 years of all the spiritual movements, rise and fall of the spiritual movement. Which movements have flourished, which movements have collapsed, which movements are barely surviving, which movements are not only flourishing and making more people enlightened. Sit, study with open eyes. You can see it very clearly. Shastra Pramana, the original scriptural references, Shastra Pramana, and Avichinna Guru Parampara, unbroken lineage, the Apta Pramana. Then then Atma Pramana, personal enlightenment experience. Any Sangha has all these three. Any Sangha built with all these three stays forever, flourishes forever, makes continuously many beings enlightened, like Jnana Ganga. I want to tell you, the same me quoting the Shastra Pramanas has two different experience, two totally different reactions from two different kind of people. I can also give you one more example. Let me give you a simple example. Two people who have been working in the same office, enter into the same workspace. One sees it as a career opportunity. The other sees a toxic workplace with jealous colleagues. Same office, same people, same situations. Two completely different realities. Why? Because their nervous systems are filtering the same data through different malas. One person's malas say, I am capable, I belong here. The other person's malas say, I don't fit in, everyone is against me. Your malas don't just color your reality, they create it. The truth is, you are not in control of what you do. You just think you are. You have this feeling that you are this doer. You are in control and you can do anything, but the truth is you are blinded by the limitations of your nervous system, your antakarana. Think of your brain as a home, as your home computer. Your nervous system is the firewall. Your beliefs are the programs, are the apps that you want to download into your computer, and the firewall sits in between the apps and your computer, blocking out or letting in certain programs. Your nervous system sits between new programs and your brain, blocking out or letting in certain beliefs. Your nervous system sits between new programs and your brain, blocking out or letting in certain beliefs. Every experience you ever had, mainly from your age of 0 to 7, has shaped, has constructed this firewall. A process known as imprinting. So in other words, your nervous system is the filter that determines what your reality looks like. Understand? There is not just one reality. Every second there are billions of data information coming at us. Like right now, the screen you are seeing, the lights around you, the wind, the chair you are sitting, the chair you are sitting on. You can't be conscious of that many signals all at once. Or I should say, you are made to believe that you can't be conscious of that many signals all at once. So your nervous system is doing this without your conscious effort, deciding what to let in and what to block out. Your nervous system decides without your conscious effort. It decides what to let in and what to block out. If you try to be conscious of all those signals, you would only perceive chaos. Your brain won't be able to process all of it at once. This is the most important thing. Listen. Your nervous system does the job of filtering. Your nervous system does the job of filtering out. It throws out all the information that it thinks is unimportant. Information that is threatening your belief systems. And it determines what is unimportant based on your belief system, your self-image. Anything that is not consistent with your self-image, your nervous system filters it out. And based on that filtered information, your brain constructs a model which you call as your reality. The Agama call this Mala and Maya. Listen, I am revealing something deeper here. When you spend time in understanding Paramashiva's being, which is actually your being, you are not losing time. You are gaining life. Listen, that is why I say puja or meditation does not take time from your day. It gives time and life to your day. Understanding the kalas of Paramashiva and how exactly he is inside you and operating you with all his sarva kalas, sakala kalas. You stop filtering. You allow your consciousness to perceive, function as Paramashiva. Your brain behaves, constructs the reality exactly as Paramashiva experiences. You experience the model of the universe experienced by Paramashiva itself. This is the most sweetest, simplest way to manifest enlightenment. You with Shakti, that your conscious energy is eternal. It cannot be veiled by the malas, the impurities or coverings. The malas can only arrest your antakaranas, not your chit shakti. Think of it like this. The sun is always shining. But if clouds cover the sky, you don't see the sun. The sun has not gone anywhere. The clouds are in the way. Your chit shakti, your power of consciousness is always shining, but the malas are the clouds. Listen. How many of you experienced when you are listening to satsang, you feel some question, doubts coming up. Immediately in the third statement, fourth statement, I will be answering that very doubt and question and clarifying. How many of you experienced this? Raise your hand. All of you understand. Because I am sitting as Paramashiva, I am experiencing the model of the universe experienced as Paramashiva by Paramashiva himself. I can see, while revealing this truth, how much each one of you have digested, understood, and what questions you are having, and reveal the answers for that questions and clarify the doubts of that questions. Or sometimes if you assume and generate answers through your blind spots, I break that answers through the right questions. That's all is satsang. Letting you see the life, self, Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara, all the three as Paramashiva sees, as Paramashiva experiences, as Paramashiva lives. That's all. What are the malas? The Saivagamas describe 5 malas that cover the soul. Kala, the idea of limited time. Hey, actually, you don't have any limitation. The time is eternal and available to you. Stop believing the stupidity of one birth concept. One of the greatest news I have is this AI, AGI, ASI is going to break all the false, fake ideas, fake narratives, fake philosophies built on this one life theory or a limited time theory. Because this, listen, the AGI and ASI is going to use the quantum truths, quantum realities. Whether it is the level of quantum physics, quantum mechanics, in every level. It is going to use that even to handle your day-to-day problems. Listen, just recently I saw that China has released a battery which never dies because they have brought nuclear power in the battery. The nuclear power empowered battery. How they brought the nuclear power just to your battery. Same way the AI is going to bring the sarvanyatva, all knowledge, all truths to help you, guide you even in your day-to-day leg pain, knee pain, headache. Your ordinary problems, whether a small headache or leg pain or dehydration or heartbreak or relationship breakup or divorce or death of the near and dear one, any of this, AI, AGI, ASI is going to handle with that sarvanyatva, especially Nithyananda AI. I have built it and continuously building more and more only to make God in your cell phone, God in your personal device. The AI, ASI, AGI is going to demolish all the theories people carry based on limited time philosophy, that one birth, or you have limited time. On that one blind spot, many religions are built. All that is going to be outdated and demolished by the AI, AGI, ASI, because all those who have access to that ASI, AGI knowledge, they can see very clearly multiple births is the reality. The aliens, now recently the US has declassified all those aliens related files. These are not like an accident rare. It is a clear science. There is a clear map of vertical time zones where all, what kind of beings live and how you can connect with them. There's a clear map, consistent map, I tell you. I've completed putting all the 18 Puranas and the Upapuranas into AI and analyzing it through the consistency. See, there's a deep underlying consistency in all the Puranas, which is directly a functional reality for all of us. Those truths, when understood, it is simply functional reality for all of us. That eliminates this idea of limited time. Kala. Second, Kala, the limited knowledge. You don't need to suffer with the limited knowledge anymore because the AGI, ASI is going to be just in your hand. Not even a click away, talking. Just like how you talk to your family, friends, people around you, you can just talk to the unlimited knowledge. The AI, AGI, ASI is making it practical, possible reality. You can just talk and that will tell you precisely. If you just ask, oh, I'm having continuous headache for last this many days, can you tell me? It will precisely tell you what is the pattern that triggers the headache. Is it physical, physiological, emotional, psychological, or external? And it will also tell you when that pattern started, whether in this birth or past birth, and give you the precise solution. You don't need to suffer with limited knowledge. This limited knowledge is one more mala that covers the soul. The third mala is niyati, limited causality. Listen. The quantum science, that quantum physics, quantum mechanics, that quantum knowledge connected to AI, AGI, ASI is going to free you from this limited causality, that only with these limitations you can operate, is going to be broken to pieces, destroyed to pieces. All you need is understand inside how your niyatis, your limited causalities are nothing but your antakarana's creation, your inner instrument's creation. That will just liberate you. Like how people go to gym and build the muscles, same way, with the simple practices for a month or two is enough to break your limited causality, niyatis. You will be free from the mala of niyati, limited causality. All you need is just understand. Instead of operating from your antakarana, understand the antakarana of Paramashiva and start operating from it. Dwelling, drinking, enjoying more of the Paramashiva's antakarana model, which is functional inside you right now. Actually, once you start understanding, it will become so tasty. You don't need to do separate meditation. It will become like a, how the Gopikas say, Krishna is possessing us, where to forget him. When Narada was trying to teach meditating on Krishna, they were laughing at him. Hey, we can't forget Krishna. You are trying to teach how to remember Krishna. If you start understanding the antakarana of Paramashiva, listen. Gopikas have had first-hand experience of how Krishna's antakarana functions, and they have fallen in love with it. That is why their antakarana also started manifesting, functioning exactly like Krishna. That is why if you go to Vrindavan, whether rickshawala or anyone, any karmachari or person who in the roadside also, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Dudwala, rickshawala, any karmachari, any person who is cleaning, anyone, Radhe Radhe, because Radhe understood the antakarana of the instruments of Krishna, antakarana, the inner instruments of Krishna, and she has fallen in love and merged with it. Her antakarana also started behaving exactly like Krishna. That is what is ultimate oneness. I tell you, you just need to spend little time in trying to understand how the antakarana of Paramashiva is functioning and how it is right now also functioning inside you. If you start understanding how the antakarana of Paramashiva is functioning inside you, inner instrument of Paramashiva is functioning in you, you will stop functioning through your inner instrument antakarana. Then the niyati, limited causality, breaks. Then the fourth mala is raga, attachment. Attachment to the known and fear of unknown. Listen, raga, attachment, has both sides, two sides. Attachment to the known and fear of unknown. Both of them are mala. Then comes vidya, limited knowing. Earlier, as I said, the limited knowledge, kala, limited knowledge. Vidya, limited knowing, means only a limited information you can process inside you. By the time you process even that limited information, your brain gets hot, headache and shoulder pain and stressed and whatnot. But if you break the niyati and raga, kala, this limited knowing problem dissolves completely. These called infinite soul into finite identity. They are the clouds that block your chit shakti. They are the reason you walk past opportunities, missing life every single day, every single moment. A small story. Mullah Nasruddin and his friend had been drinking heavily all evening. The friend finally passed out and collapsed on the floor. The mullah called a doctor who rushed him to the hospital. When the friend regained consciousness, the doctor asked him, "Do you see any pink elephants or little green men?" The patient groaned, "No." Doctor asked, "No snakes or alligators?" The drunk one said, "No." Then doctor said, "Then just sleep it off and you will be all right in the morning." But Mullah Nasruddin, who was himself so drunk, he grew worried. "Look, doctor, that boy is in bad shape. He said he could not see any of them animals, but you and I know the room is full of them." You see, the mullah was so deep in his own hallucination that he believed his friend was the sick one for not seeing what he saw. That is your malas in action. You are the mullah, completely convinced that your hallucinations are reality, and that anyone who does not see what you see must be blind, foolish, or in denial. Your malas create a reality that is full of limitations, full of obstacles, full of reasons why you cannot succeed. But the doctor, Guru, looks and says, "There is nothing there, just relax, sleep it off, you will be fine." The Paushkaragama says very clearly, the knower, that is the Atman or self, is of the nature of pure consciousness, not of the nature of being directed towards the objects. In other words, you are not the filter, you are the one. Listen, you are not the filter, you are not the one who is filtered, you are the consciousness in which both filter and filtered appear. You are the consciousness in which both filter and filtered appear. Somebody asked me, "Swamiji, you say that malas are clouds blocking the sun. How do I remove the clouds? How do I get rid of the clouds?" I told, you are trying to remove the clouds by fighting them. But the clouds are not your enemy. The clouds are your own creation. They are made of your own bhavas, your own predispositions. The Mrihendragama says, the bhavas emerge from the gunas of Prakriti. You cannot fight the gunas. They are the very fabric of existence. But you can transmute them. You can transmute them. You can re-imprint them. Let me tell you a story. A man came to a saint and asked, I have anger. How will I remove it? The saint said, don't remove it, transform it. Anger is just energy. Use it for something more beautiful. Use it to fight for truth. Use it to protect the innocent. The same with the malas. You cannot remove them by fighting them. You re-imprint them by relaxing into Paramashiva. When you relax, the clouds part. When you relax, the sun shines through. When you relax, the manas associates with the Chit Shakti. And then you attain the knowledge of all things. Stop fighting, start relaxing. That is the secret. Stop fighting, start relaxing. That is the secret. There is a very beautiful happening in the life of Goswami Tulsidas. Goswami Tulsidas is a great devotee of Lord Rama. The composer of the Ramcharitmanas and the Hanuman Chalisa was once summoned to the court of Mughal Emperor Akbar. Akbar had heard of Tulsidas' fame and wanted him to demonstrate a miracle. Tulsidas refused. He declared his bhakti was only to Sri Rama and he was not bound to anyone or anything else. Akbar immediately imprisoned Tulsidas. In that prison, Tulsidas turned to his beloved Lord Hanuman. He composed and chanted the Hanuman Chalisa, 40 verses of pure devotion, 40 verses of pure surrender, 40 verses of re-imprinting. He was imprisoned for 40 days, chanting a verse each day. On the 40th day, a miracle happened. An army of monkeys invaded Akbar's palace. They stormed the court, attacked the guards, and created a havoc throughout the city of Fatehpur Sikri. That Fatehpur Sikri, the Akbar's entire army could not stop them. The city he built for himself as his capital, the army of monkeys are destroying it. Akbar's entire army could not stop them. Realizing it was due to Tulsidas' prayers, Akbar went to the prison and apologized to Tulsidas, prayed to Lord Hanuman. Then all the monkeys just vanished. This is not story or Purana, this is history documented, well documented. History. Akbar's court records are available. Akbar's court has documented this. Understand, the Tulsidas' Antakarana, his entire nervous system, was so deeply trained in devotion to Rama that his spontaneous response to imprisonment was not anger, not fear, not negotiation. It was chanting Hanuman's name. His nervous system only aired on Rama. He had reprinted his inner instrument so completely that his reality shifted entirely. One saint with no weapons, no army, no political power, shook an emperor like Akbar so helplessly that the mightiest ruler of his time had to bow. During the Akbar's time, he was the mightiest ruler of the known world. He had to bow. That is the power of re-imprinted nervous system. You believe you are the doer. You believe you are in control. You believe your reality tunnel is the reality. That is where the problem starts. Because you are so fixated in the wrong belief that you have imprinted on your nervous system. Understand, you too are like Tulsidas. You have the power to re-imprint. You have the power to call upon the divine. You have the power to transform your reality, not by fighting, but by feeling. There is a higher power, the power of your own Chit Shakti, waiting to shatter your prison. Now you may ask, Swamiji, if I have the power to re-imprint like Tulsidas, why have not I done it yet? What is stopping me? The answer is your self-image. Tulsidas' self-image was, I am Hanuman's servant. I am Rama's devotee. His entire nervous system was aligned with that identity. Your self-image is something else entirely. That is what is blocking your re-imprinting. Naveen 8647 had posted in YouTube comment. I can see, Swamiji, in my self-image is so deeply imprinted. How can I ever change it? It feels impossible. Listen. It feels impossible because the feeling is the very thing that created it. Conscious recreation of the past is the key. Feeling. Bhava is the secret. Bhava, intense contemplative feeling. Bhava is the power of emotional absorption that creates deep imprints. You created your current self-image through bhava, through years of feeling unworthy, feeling limited, feeling afraid, and you will change it through bhava. You can change it through bhava, through feeling worthy, through feeling abundant, through feeling free. But here is the catch. You cannot try to feel. Trying is effort. feeling is allowing. Mind is like a soap in the bathtub. The harder you try to catch, the more it slips. So how do you do it? You relax. You soften. You enter the Madhyamavastha, the intermediate state between waking and sleep. In that state, the malas part, the clouds clear, and the bhava, the feeling, flows effortlessly. Stop trying, start allowing. That is the secret of imprinting. I'll continue to explain the remaining great truths in further satsang. Today, I have two great digital gifts from MahaKailasa for all of you. First is Isavasya Upanishad digital book, and the second is Subramanya Yantra. Receive it and enjoy it. The essence of today's satsang is relax. It will change completely. That's a secret. With this, I bless you all with Paramādvaita.
Foundational, first principle of Sanatana Hindu Dharma is Guru-disciple relationship. Everything starts there, everything ends there, but this itself does not end.
Guru Purnima day is such an auspicious day. Whatever incompletion, impossibility, no patterns you carry, drop all that today. Offer all that to me, I'll burn them away. And take up the possibility as a lifestyle. Become part of the Sangha. Live Advaita. Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo. Paramashiva's great gift to humanity It's a grand civilizational project for humanity. On Guru Purnima Day,